All right. It's Tuesday, January 26th at 6:34 p.m. And we are at Juniper. Juniper Springs Campground. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
$28 to stay here for the night. Jinx.
It's super great.
Drinking a couple cervezas.
Illegally.
Oops. Last clip we made was at the swing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Wow, what
it's
a
been
different world.
Yeah, right. It's been a while. In terms of trail days, it's been quite a while.
'Cause every day's a lifetime.
Yeah, it feels like it. The swing was all right. I think Allie said she was disappointed in it.
Oh, for sure.
It was not something I enjoyed, but it also wasn't super scary. So
It was just a regular ass carnival swing. It did go high. We went like higher than the 10-story hotel that was next to us, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. But oh well.
yeah,
It was a fun thing to do.
yeah.
Tried to ship our stuff home, but the FedEx was closed, so we just went back, slept, woke up the next morning, did that stuff.
We went out. We had breakfast with Eddie. Thanks for the breakfast, Eddie. Went out to the post office and shipped quite a few things back to my parents. So you guys are going to get 2 bags soon enough.
Boxes.
Yeah, boxes. So thanks for that. It was like $70 to ship all that stuff.
Yeah.
It was kind of shocking, but we got to do it. So, yeah, we didn't really. It was close to 11, I think, when we actually started. It was like, was it 9 or what?
It was like 10:45.
10 and some change.
Close. Yeah.
And Eddie came out with us. Did 15 miles.
Yeah. He was our trailblazer. We had no idea where to go because we
Yeah.
weren't on trail and we had no guides
Yeah.
to get us there.
We
So
could
that
have
was
used our
super
phones,
helpful.
but yeah, it would have been annoying to have to keep pulling it out. That's what she said. But yeah, we said our fond farewell at mile 15, close to, I don't know where we were, but it was a good little spot to take a little bit of a break, and then Allie and I got started in earnest by ourselves.
On bikes.
Yeah, and man, it wasn't a great, trail per se, but it was so much better than hiking.
Oh, yeah.
That's been my
'Cause
mantra today.
We did like 30 miles to get out of Orlando. And we were technically out of Orlando within the first like 10 or 15 maybe.
Yeah,
we
something
switched
like that.
counties. But it was just an urban nightmare
Yeah.
to get out of
Yeah.
the city. And we
Just-
were aiming for a shelter, and almost the entire day was just like sidewalks and
Yeah.
bike paths and
Yeah.
crowded areas. It was crazy.
Pretty much all cement or asphalt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But we did have a little cool spot that we had lunch at, like a really nice park. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the soccer park or baseball park.
Yeah, that was cool. Might need to throw some more stuff on here in a sec. And yeah, from there we basically just pushed all the way to the shelter where we stayed last night, and that was great.
Yep.
We had beers. We had
Got back on the Florida Trail.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we were on it for a while though. It coincided
yeah,
with
I guess
that.
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course it was a road walk. What's new?
God help all you people still out there walking.
Yeah, I really don't know what you would do in that section. It was like 30 miles to get out of Orlando, and it's just like road walking, and I don't know where you would camp. I mean, water and food would be easy, which would be a nice treat because water has been the biggest nightmare out here so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so glad we didn't walk that. That would have been such a slog and not enjoyable. Per usual to the Florida Trail.
Yep.
But then we got into the state forest or park or whatever, and we were on technically like off-road single track
Yeah,
the
but
Florida Trail for like a mile maybe.
Yeah, it got really cool at the very
And we were
end.
like super excited, and we were like, this is awesome, our Florida Trail experience is going to be so much better. And we were super pumped. We had some beers that we packed out at the shelter. We had the shelter all to ourselves, and there was like a platform that we got to set up our tent.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice.
Picnic tables, the whole
Yeah,
shebang.
we had a great night.
Yeah, definitely. Went to bed pretty early. I think we were in bed like at 9 or so, which, you know, actually it's not
We were
super
watching
early.
videos of alligator attacks.
That was fun.
It was fun, especially now because we are not going to be subject to that whatsoever at this point. So it's just entertaining at this point.
And we got to talk about the snake later.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to forget about that. But yeah, went to bed, woke up, I guess around 8 for me, 7 for you, or no, you woke up at 8 too.
Yeah. I woke up a lot, like every 3 hours or so, but weird dreams. I was honestly glad to wake up because it got me out of the dream, and I was like, what is even going on?
Yeah.
It was so confusing and like disorienting.
Mm-hmm.
Had no idea where I was every time I woke up, and I just had to like re-remember.
Re-remember.
Yeah.
Not even just remember, just re-remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Took our time this morning. Second beer, please. Had coffee, had tea, had breakfast, pooped in the woods, headed out, and man, it was just immediately back on the Florida Trail, and it was a slog.
But it was like mostly trail,
It was
which
all
was
trail.
very surprising for the Florida Trail. I don't know if we're out of the canal section or what, but like the first like real trail, it would have been enjoyable to hike.
Yeah.
Like it would have been a nice day hike or a section hike or something.
Yeah, for sure.
It was very pretty, flat, obviously.
Secluded, away from traffic.
Yeah, we hardly saw any people. Well, we didn't see anyone on the trail. We've seen a few people with backpacks and orange things on their packs because it's hunting season and you have to wear orange.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously no interaction with them. But I really don't think there's many people out here doing this. Hiking or biking or whatsoever.
Yeah.
This is a bad trail. No one wants to do it.
Yeah, we got to a point today after being on the actual trail for, 10 miles maybe, where we were like, all right, this is enough. We had to go through so much sand, and that was really slowing us down. Like,
yeah. Well, even the trail, too, is
it was
just,
super
like,
tight.
twisty and big roots and some, like, weird footbridges that our tires couldn't fit on, and it was too sketchy to ride over, so we had to walk. I think what did you say our pace was on?
6
miles an hour. And for bikes, like, that's pretty pitiful.
Yeah, that's twice as fast as you could hike it, but we were out of water pretty quickly since there was no water at the shelter or
no
any water
per usual.
No water in between where we started and where we took our first, like, good lunch break in Paisley.
Well, technically there was, like...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
According to gut hooks, like, all of the black rivers
lagoons and shit, yeah.
and things that we passed were technically water sources, but, like, it would have... It's the same situation over and over. It's just, like, water that you...
really
don't want to and probably shouldn't drink to avoid getting sick.
And thankfully we had enough speed to where we could keep going and get somewhere else so that we could, we'll suffer a little bit in the short term so that we can get some good water. But if you were hiking that, you'd probably have to drink some of it. And so, thinking about Matt out there again with his S1 filter, that thing is going to get a lot of use out here, I think. And so... at a certain point, we deviated from the trail, and neither one of us feel bad about that whatsoever. This whole thing has been, through hiking the Florida Trail is a task in and of itself. It's kind of crazy to think about actually doing it from the beginning to the end without some sort of cheating, just because it is such a slog. And we knew we wanted to go to Paisley because there was a pizza place there. And at a certain point, when we decided to take the roads instead of taking the trail, we were on like a bunch of sandy Forest Service roads today.
Well, not even though. Like there were neighborhoods back there.
Yeah, there were neighborhoods, but you still would have to be on sand for like, I don't know, a long time.
Deep sand too.
Deep.
Like we have mountain bike tires, which is what, 2 inches, 2.2 or something, 1 inch.
2.1.
2.1 inches.
Yeah.
Which are wide tires. Like that would have been like literally impossible with a road bike. You would not be able to ride one single pedal stroke in that sand. So it was nice to like be able to ride over it, but there were some patches where it was just like so deep, you just spun out.
Yeah.
Like, your back... the feeling that I described was, like, sometimes when we were riding just for fun or something, I had a rack on my road bike, and you would, like, grab onto it when we were going up hills or something, and I knew immediately because, like, I could hardly pedal, and it was so hard, and I could feel all of the weight. And that's literally what the entire sand section was feeling like.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so slow. So much effort for a flat terrain, and which was very frustrating.
I'm going to put this down by our feet.
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Yeah. Florida Trail.
Florida Trail. But yeah, we did make it to the pizza place, which was like over 20 miles in for the day. We had been out of water for probably, I don't know, an hour at least.
Yeah, we were really... I was really hungry and dehydrated.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Not digging it.
Yeah. So that was great, getting to the pizza place. And then we got a pitcher of beer. We got a large margarita pizza. We
ate all of it.
Ate all of it easily. I prematurely ordered an eggplant parmesan that I was like really excited to eat for the moment that I had ordered it. But then she was like, comes with rolls. It's a really huge portion, and it kind of has a salad. And I was like,
It's like a shit ton of pasta.
Yeah, we had eaten and drank like a lot, and I was just thinking like, man, I'm gonna feel like shit for the next the rest of the day probably if I try to eat this. So canceled that, thankfully. But they were gracious and nice, and we were able to leave from there and go resupply for dinner at Dollar General,
right
which was
next
great.
door.
We saw a couple hikers, like you were mentioning.
And then we got onto another sand road.
For a long time.
A long time, like, what?
5 miles, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. That's crazy. That was only... We were going so slow.
Yeah, it was
And there
bad.
were hills.
Yeah, there were hills. There have been hills all day.
The most surprising thing, there's fucking hills out here. And, like, I'm not complaining because I know a steep road. And I've ridden a steep road, and they're not steep, obviously, and they're very short. But
it's off-putting, though.
But when it's in sand, too, it's just, like, pushing as hard as you can, and your muscles are burning, and it's crazy. We thought this was going to be so easy. Because all we had known of the Florida Trail up to this point have been canals and roadwalks.
Yeah, which were relatively flat.
Oh, super flat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even if you were
and
to
no
bike
sand.
it.
Like, it's either gravel or grass, which would have been fine to bike over. Which will be fine if we ever get to that point again. But, yeah, man, crazy.
Yeah. It was...
And you should talk about your rack.
Oh, well,
How
I
much
hate it.
You complained about it
I
all
feel
day.
like, I did complain about it a lot. And I'm kind of out of that mode now, because when we were at the pizza place, I was able to order new racks for us to go. We're going to go through Gainesville, and get some new racks from REI that are a little bit more stable. The racks that we have right now just attach to our seat post, and so they're like bouncing all over the place, and they rotate a little bit. And for me personally,
and they're
honest,
definitely overloaded with weight.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of ours
They've
are.
gotta
So
be. Yeah.
if it breaks, it's going to be catastrophic.
Yeah,
like
we're gonna fall off the bike, and it's gonna
get stuck in the wheel and probably mess up the frame.
Mm-hmm.
And these are brand new bikes, and that would really, really be a shame.
Plus, I mean, getting to wherever we need to get with broken bikes and broken racks would be a fucking hassle. So
probably back down to 3 miles an hour again.
Yeah, probably.
Might have to even walk the bikes.
Yeah, which would be a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Cool. Someone going by with a bike with a lighted wheel. A lit wheel. So we're gonna go through there, Gainesville, get the new racks. Tomorrow we're shooting for Hawthorne, which is, I don't know, 40 or 50 miles away. We've been doing like mid-40s every day since we got the bikes, which is great.
Yeah, which is only day 2. But
yeah, but that's...
I am comfortable with that because, like, we haven't biked excessively in a long time.
We're soft.
We're very soft. We both have very sore crotches from the seats and just the activity in general. So I think 40 to 50 is a good mile per day average, especially when we have nothing else to do and we can get up early and get started and whatever. But after the sand road we said, fuck it, we're going to get on the real roads, which was totally fine and something we were actually excited for.
Yeah.
So we had maybe 15 to 20 left for the day. And we were on the road, and it was fine. It was great. The bikes feel really slow on the road. I guess it's because they are mountain bikes, and with the suspension and low tire pressure, they really feel like they drag. I guess I had the expectation of our road bikes and the bike ride that we have experienced. And I was going to be like, oh, we're going to do like 12, 13 mile an hour average when we're on roads, but it's different, and it's fine, but it is slow, and it feels hard, even though it's supposedly flat, but it's actually not flat.
Yeah,
Rolling hills.
We had like, what, 500 feet of elevation today? Well, did you...
I didn't look at the specs.
Let's take a look.
But yeah.
Day, though. 750 feet.
Wow.
Over 48 miles.
Which is supposed it's a surprise.
My ride didn't upload. Anyway.
And then we got to Juniper Springs.
Yeah.
Campsite.
This is where we are now.
Campground.
They had a cancellation, a last-minute cancellation. They said they had no other spots available, but
Which was a lie.
It seems like a lie. Yeah. If we had rolled in here right now, we'd have definitely just taken a spot.
Also, what I'm confused about is they said first come, first serve. So, like, how can you have a cancellation if you, like, that would have to be like someone showing up and then be like, I want a campsite, I'm gonna pay for it. Oh wait, never mind. I don't know. I don't trust all of these services so much. And also they charge you for camping.
Yeah.
It's such a shame. But we are enjoying a picnic table and a nice fire to keep the mosquitoes away right now, so
yeah.
It's worth it.
It's definitely worth it. But it's halfway to a hotel. $28.
Yeah, for real.
You get a shitty hotel with
anyways, we got here, we checked in, came to our site, and it's Juniper Springs, so there's springs here, and I was like, we need to go to the springs tonight, it's going to feel so nice.
Yeah.
So we biked down to that, and it was cold.
It was cold.
Which was surprising, but it was so refreshing. And
yeah,
it
was awesome.
Blue, clear water, not nasty black water that we've been drinking and seeing all day. And it was really nice. So we came back, and now we're here. About to cook dinner, have a nice little fire.
Yeah, probably be in bed by like, I don't know, 8:30.
Yeah, man. It's fun. This is definitely, either way, you said your mantra, our mantra.
At least we're not hiking.
For today. At least we're not hiking.
Yeah. And
so no matter how deep the sand is or how bad the terrain is, like, we're still going more than 2.5 or 3 miles an hour, so
we're doing at least,
that is a blessing.
We're doing 2 days of hiking every day.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
And we have access to all the stuff. Like, if we had to walk to that pizza place, that would have killed probably, like, that would have been like I don't know how many miles it was away from the trail.
It was at least a half mile.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Because the trail turned left there and went up into the parking lot.
Yeah. And that's soul crushing. When you get there and it's just like, man.
Needless to say, half of your day would have been road walking anyways, so. Yeah. We are blessed. We are living it up.
Too blessed to stressed.
But also stressed sometimes because it's still hard.
Yeah.
It's still a long distance
endurance
activity.
Too.
It was so hot. It was humid.
Yeah.
It was pretty cloudy all day, so fortunately we didn't have the sun beating down on us.
But it was the low 80s.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
we definitely, like, the aerobic intensity of today was way more than what we've had hiking. We really haven't had, like, the thing I think that has most been difficult for us so far has just been holding our packs on our backs, and we haven't really had any pains from the actual exercise or the effort because it is so flat. We're not climbing up mountains or anything like that, so all of the strength and everything that we've acquired to this point has just been basically carrying that weight of the pack and all the food and everything you need. But on bikes, I mean, you can just, like, carry the bare minimum. Again, as long as you can just keep biking, you'll get to a place where you can get food and water. And so I think we're at this point, I think we're going to lose a pretty decent amount of weight, both of us. It's a very different, aerobic experience.
Yeah. But it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going fast. And we're going to finish this trail in like less than 3 weeks, probably.
A matter of days.
Yep.
As Allie likes to say. Hey, you got some good leaves, babe.
Yeah.
Nice. That's what leaves are supposed to do.
Away.
Doesn't seem like it's working too much.
Really?
A dog.
Are you gonna go?
That looks like a Boston Terrier.
Oh,
It definitely is. 2.
Aw.
That guy has 2.
I'm jealous.
Chep's still up. We can get him.
I know. I think about it every day.
Again, by the time that we're ready to stop doing all this stuff after, I don't know, summer or something like that, if he's still up for adoption, we should go get him.
Yeah.
Chep.
He needs us.
Lol.
We need him.
Someone needs him, and someone needs us. But yeah, it's as good as it can be. Oops. That's a high ember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
good.
It's been a whirlwind, per usual.
Yeah.
But we're enjoying it. We're having fun. In good
It's
spirits.
It's definitely better than hiking.
Oh, for sure.
This trail,
No doubt.
man, I mean,
Inhospitable.
yeah, for sure. Not meant for hiking. I mean, I don't know. The Appalachian Trail is just so much better. But at the same time, I don't think I'd want to do it again right now.
Not right now.
It's really
No.
this hiking thing's put a really sour taste in my mouth. But yeah, I need to get some more leaves.
And it is our life now. Oh wow, I guess that is flammable.
It's a fat, right?
Yeah. But there is more to life, and we've been having talks about that recently, and excited for what's to come. And we'll see how everything works out. But I really have confidence that we're gonna make it successfully to the northern terminus.
We definitely will.
We definitely will.
On this one.
Yeah. Without illness or injury, hopefully. And we're gonna enjoy it because, I mean, it's really cool that we do have the option to, like, take the trail at any point. So if there's, like, a super busy road that makes me worried about traffic, or just a section that doesn't have amenities and we don't want to be on the road, like, we can just take the trail. And we did probably close to 15 miles on trail today, and it was really it's very engaging bike riding. It's not like just put your head down and pedal. It's like you need to watch out for sticks and plants that are in the way and roots and stuff, and there's so many turns. So it's a really fun style of biking, something I've never done before. I don't know, is it technically mountain biking, or is it like single track gravel?
It's like single track trail.
Single track trail. But it's fun, something new, and we have the ability to do either option, road or trail at any point. So yeah, we're just enjoying it, and it's fun. I am excited to get out of Florida when the time comes. I don't think it's for me, culture or climate. The mosquitoes are out now. It's driving us crazy. So Kenneth's getting more sticks for the fire. But yeah, that's about it. About to cook dinner. We got some Kraft mac and cheese at the Dollar General with sun chips and a blueberry muffin for dessert. Classic gourmet foods. Should I stop this?
Sure.
I don't want to just keep talking to myself. Or you can.
Alright, y'all. Well, from our mouths to God's ears. Amen.
Bye.
Bye.